We are Legion.
What is going on YouTube, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm joined with my good friend Justin Comics, and we've got a lot of cool stuff to talk about from this week. So let's hit that intro and jump right into it. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I did just pass 400 subscribers a couple of days ago. So I'll be putting a video up this week announcing the next giveaway as a way of saying thank you to everyone who supports the channel and give back to the community. And you do have to be a subscriber to win, and you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And as always, you can find me on Instagram or on Facebook. I'll have those channel links in the description below. And I will go back and I'll make sure I throw Justin's channel link in there too. You can also find him on YouTube at Justin Comics. Says it right there on his name. There it is, right there.
That's over here.
Yeah, I always get it backwards too. So let me check out the chat real quick. Say hey to a couple of people. I see that a couple of people are already here. We have Lucretius 1971. Hello, brother. How are you? Our buddy from New Mexico. He was the 200 subscriber giveaway winner. I like to always remind him of that. To let people know that real people do win these things. They don't go unclaimed.
Right.
We have Remy Q Studios in the chat. What is going on, brother? And oh, that reminds me, Mr. Comics 89 on YouTube. He's got a little bit over 500 subscribers, and he wants to get to 1,000 before he hits his 3-year mark on YouTube, which is about 260 something days away. He said he's giving away a Fantastic Four 49, the first appearance of Galactus, slabbed. It's a low grade slab, but it's still slabbed and it presents beautifully. And if you go over to his channel and to the giveaway thing that he did today, the announcement, if you just go in there and comment hashtag drive to 1000, you'll get an entry, as well as if you say Legion sent me, I'll get a secondary entry. And whoever you send over there, as long as they let him know that you sent them over there, you'll get multiple entries. Give him a quick shout out. He's awesome. He does those little knockout shows where he gets other YouTubers on there and
I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah, it's a really fun channel.
Yeah.
We have Slotted Up 503 here. How is it going, man? All righty. So we were just starting to talk about Future State backstage before this started. So just going to go ahead and just carry that right along. Justin, you were saying that it was a lot better than you had expected.
Yes. I want to make a video of maybe my top 5 or maybe top 10 because there's so many, but man, I don't know. Like, I really liked Robin. Catwoman was awesome. Teen Titans was great. Flash, I'm going to hold off until the second book to see if I'm like really gung-ho about it. I really like the cover for number 2. Like that one, in my opinion, slab worthy. I think it looks really, really good.
Now, you're talking about the A or the B cover?
B cover. I like B cover a lot. I'll probably still get A, but man, no, I've enjoyed everything. Batman, like the original, like the next Batman, that one's been a little bit slow, but I mean, I haven't been disappointed in it. But no, I mean, I really liked Robin too. So it's like, I don't know what to like pick. Or Superman was great as well. Let's see. But if I had to pick like a really good number 1, it'd either be Titans or Dark Detective.
You know what I think about is you started with Robin Eternal and Catwoman. Yeah. Now those are the smaller character books, like when it comes to just like spotlight style. But those books came out one week and then the next week, and both times those were the sleeper hits of the week.
Right.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't like overall story concept, but the way that story just flowed and like the payoffs in them, like Robin Eternal, I wasn't even planning on picking up until the week it came out. I decided to commit to 100% of Future State. And it was the first book I read that week, and it just blew my mind. The way it ended, with him waking back up, like
Yes.
just in the Lazarus goo. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, but
Yeah.
that art in it, the pacing, it was all there, and that's how Catwoman was.
Right. Yeah. And that cliffhanger at the end, it was great. Like, oh, holy crap! Like Bruce is alive, and like
And
on.
there he is in
Yeah.
Catwoman of all
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love that because I had spoke with a new guy Ryan about
Yeah.
on the whatever week it was we were on here talking about the Dark Detective issue 1, and sometimes like you got to suspend disbelief when you're reading a lot of these, but sometimes glaring plot holes really hang me up. And when
Mhm.
it started out with Peacekeeper 1 shooting Bruce in the alley, you just
Yeah.
see him walk off and go straight to get help to the like the back alley surgeon.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, why would he just let him walk away? Why would he just let him walk off? So
Yeah.
between Nightwing with Peacekeeper 1 saying that he knows Batman is or Bruce is alive and just an offhanded comment, and then between Catwoman where you actually see he's alive on a train
Right.
2 years earlier than the Dark Detective book, you're like, okay, here we go.
It's
It's
all
all
flow.
working
Yeah.
together. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
So
I like that.
that's why I'm not gonna bash the Flash yet. I'm just gonna be a little bit hesitant and just because
Now,
the first book wasn't bad.
no, I loved
Yeah.
it, dude. I'll
Yeah.
be honest with you. Did you said you read Teen Titans, and that one I feel like is a centerpiece jigsaw puzzle. Like that's that piece of a puzzle that all four sides have. There's no flat
Right.
edges to it.
I
So
just
that's
love the ending. It's so good.
it was awesome. But
Yeah.
that's connected heavily to Shazam as
Yes.
well as Flash. So those are the three that are pieced together there. So I'm assuming that in Titans, that person in the flashback, they went out of their way to make sure they did not show you who the Red X is behind the mask.
Right.
If it's just a new student, the fact that they're hiding him, I'm going to assume that it's probably not a new student we haven't seen before.
That's
It's got
safe.
to be
Yeah.
a recognizable character. But in that flashback where he had stole the outfit out of Nightwing's footlocker and put it on,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the guy in the energy field that he's trying to protect,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that had to have been Wally. That they might have had him contained when he first got taken over or something.
I thought about that very quickly, but I was like, man, are they? I don't know who they're going to bring in because they did bring Wally into different series. Like, it wasn't he in Nightwing too? I
I don't
can't.
think
What was
he might have been, but Nightwing takes place 2 years before Flash's storyline. Also, I'm not sure if he was in it, but Nightwing takes place during 2025, and
2025.
Flash Titans take place in 2027,
2027. Okay.
something like
Maybe
that.
maybe he was in Robin. I know he had like he popped in for a book or two. I mean, a page or two. I can't remember which one right now for some reason. But no, I mean, overall, I've been really impressed with the covers, with the artwork. No, I'm interested to see where things go for sure. I
Now,
mean,
you did get a chance to read Shazam too, right?
yes, Shazam was good.
Dude,
I
that was
I was blown away at the end. I was like,
yes.
because you see a little bit of turmoil, like like, hey, why can't we call him Billy? And what's going on with him? Like, he's not given the power back, and like they're separated, and he's trapped in hell. And I'm just like, man,
Yeah, I thought it was really cool to see that not only how much it shows the Billy's character that he'd be willing to stay in hell to keep whatever's behind that door, but it's
mhm.
also cool to see how important it is for Billy to be attached to Captain Marvel or Shazam, whatever you want to call him, because without
Yeah.
Billy, he doesn't have that moral compass.
No, yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
with the wisdom of Solomon, without Billy's internal moral compass, it's insane.
Yes, yes, very true. No, and that just shows more depth that they're willing to supply for the character. So that's pretty awesome. I think it's cool.
I'm assuming that it's one of the riders of Apocalypse behind that door because we already have Famine inside of Wally.
Hmm.
And then in the opening scene of Shazam, they make a mention about the Green Lanterns, how it was the four riders of Apocalypse that wiped out the Lantern Corps.
Right,
So it's
right.
kind of throwing that in there. And then you have Billy willing to stay in hell to keep whatever's behind that door. So they're obviously throwing us
Yeah, they're
in
building it
that
up.
direction. They're taking us that way. And real quick, let me jump back in the chat for a second. We have Comic Con. What is going on? We have my brother from Belgium, Bart. We were just talking about you before we went live, talking about your big 19 Power Ranger book submission to CGC. We have Burt Family 54 Comics. It is Morphin time.
It is.
Hydra Comics is with us. What's good in the hood? A lot.
That's a lot. That's a really cool name.
That is, isn't it? Hydra Comics.
I like his splash.
It flows well. But yeah, did you read the Batman Superman book this week?
Yes, that was a really good one too.
I like that a lot.
That was a good one.
Joshua Williamson was writing this story up until Future State,
Hmm.
and I would tell people I haven't really talked to anyone else who picked it up monthly other than myself, and I picked it up because it felt lighthearted. You know, it was just
Yeah,
classic 2-3 issue stories, self-contained, and that's how this felt. Even though it is relevant to Future State, they took it to a time era before the magistrate has taken hold, before Future State's really pumping 100%. This is like a
right.
prequel to Future State
Yeah,
almost,
I
and
hate how gullible and kind Superman Clark is, man. I'm just like, he's gonna get you, dude. Like,
yeah.
come on, man. I'm just flipping through. I'm like, damn it, here it comes. And
I'm
Bruce,
glad they did address the one thing in there, like how did Gotham get to this point? Why didn't someone bigger and badder step in? And Batman's like, we don't even want you in Gotham. Like you'll make things worse. Your presence will
yeah,
cause people to die. Before you can save everyone, too many people will die.
right.
And Superman even made the comment like, look, I got a lot going on in my city right now. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very much excited for the second book of Flash, the second book of Superman, and then Catwoman, of course. And then I'm so disappointed in myself, but I don't own the Titans #1. So whoever watches this, hit me up on something, and I'll make a deal with you because I really want that Titans book for
yeah,
sure.
I've been looking for it. You know,
I appreciate that. Yeah,
I know the second prints are going to pop up, but that
yeah. I
ain't
mean,
the thing.
if I have to get that one, that's fine. So
I do want to point this out because Steve's in the chat having this conversation, and it's important. I only have like 10 left of my variant I can sell. Things are going well. And Steve from Burke Family 54 has a shared variant exclusive for Mighty Morphin #4, if I'm saying that correct. If not, correct me. But it's a Hal Lauren variant of the Green Ranger, and it's a companion to the Ranger Slayer cover they did for whatever that was, that 3 issue Ranger Slayer book they did, but it looks good side by side with the other one. It looks good by itself, and you can get those from the 616 Comics, or you can message Kurt 54 Comics on Instagram and see if he's got any left for you guys. But it looks pretty cool, and it's his first little shared exclusive. It has his logo on the back of the book.
yeah, that's huge. That's awesome. He's been grinding hard, man.
Yes, he has, putting in the man hours, and I when I was doing my new comic book day, I avoid all the previews of all these books here lately.
I saw the
I,
covers, but I chose to
mm,
ignore the synopsis.
Same here. I've been ignoring them like the plague. I
Yeah,
don't know why. I read them for a while to kind of present them, and I just figure like I read these books for the
yeah,
most part. You know, you can tell when you watch my new comic book day videos. The stuff that's in my pool box, I can explain to you where this book should be starting because I read the last issue. I said we just seen this, so we're starting this book here. But the
yeah.
stuff that I'm reading that I highlight that's also coming out, I just point out, hey, this is coming, this is coming. But I definitely don't want those spoilers right now. I don't know why. Sometimes it felt like it was okay, and now I don't want them.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like I don't know. I'm a big anime nerd on certain things, and then also like, or even movies as well. It's just like I want my own thought process. Like I want to be able to jump into it, just my views, my ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like if y'all would have spoiled Murder Falcon for me, and I would
Yeah.
have read what that is. Oh, dude, here I'll show you it.
Aren't
Oh
you
God,
glad we kept out of all the things that I'm okay with spoiling because we're on a show specifically set for spoilers. It's in the description, a spoiler filled. I refuse to spoiler Murder Falcon at all for people.
yeah,
Boom, there it is.
it's a beauty, man. It's a
It
9.8.
is.
It's a 9.8 for sure. There's not one blemish. Nothing. And I got that at cover price.
Nice.
I don't know how.
I've looked a couple of times at grabbing, trying to put together the set, and I just keep holding off. I don't know why. It's one of those things I have the trade, and I read it, and I'm okay with that for now. I'm sure I'll collect it eventually. I've kind
There's
of been,
pretty awesome variants.
yeah. I just Daniel Warren Johnson covers.
Yeah, yeah. I wish some way or another they could do like a Van Halen cover. I mean, especially with Eddie passing away. I think that would be. I mean, just I'll spend whatever on that.
I'll mention this right here. Hydra said that YouTube took 20 subs away from him this morning. Cry. I don't know why. I was almost at 800 too. what YouTube does, they changed up their rules and stuff a while back. But what they do as far as your subs dropping, it's like once every month or a couple months or something. They go through and purge dead accounts or inactive accounts, and I don't know why they do it, how it benefits them. But you can literally Google why did YouTube take away my subscribers, and it'll show you. The same thing happens with me. I'll see them trend up for a while, and then one random day, they'll just drop 15, 20 subs. And it's where what I think it is in my case specifically is how I've done giveaways like I did a giveaway at 50, 100, 200, and 300. I think a lot of times you get people that if they have multiple accounts, they might enter with multiple accounts, but one of them is completely inactive. So when they purge them, those inactive accounts get kicked out. But it's just part of it.
I subbed him up. That sucks, man. Yeah, I know when I first started, I hit 100 kind of quickly, and then for like a I don't know, almost a month, I was losing like 5 every other day, and then I've got kind of discouraged about it too. But I'm back on the grind. What do you say? You want to see the Murder Falcon again? I need to just take it out of there.
Yeah. The day before yesterday, I went live with Southern Comic Geek. Like I watch his live all the time, and I'm normally at work or something. Let me make you big where they can actually see it. And I was actually at home one time when he went live, and I was able to jump on with him, and I ended up gaining a few subscribers, and I got to like 406, and then I woke up the next morning at 401.
Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna hit 1,000 in no time, man. I'm shooting for you. I try and tag and repost all your stuff because that's cool, man. You've been grinding hard.
See that's grinding right there. He's like, I'm listening to a video, editing a video and listening. Wanted to see it still. Steve, you definitely should read Murder Falcon, man.
Yes.
It doesn't get more straightforward. Me and Steve were having the conversation about Tom King a little bit in the past couple of days, and he told me that he wasn't too happy with issue 2, and I said I told him I didn't expect him to be that. He seems more of a straightforward story kind of guy, and Tom King is far from that. And that's what I enjoy about Tom King. I don't want all of my stories just to be straightforward. I want some of them to be more in depth or a lot of mystery involved with them. And what I really enjoy about the Tom King books, like Batman, Catwoman so far, and Strange Adventures, Mr. Miracle, is how pretty much the reader goes on the journey with the characters. Like you're just as confused as a lot of the characters in the book are, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, I'm what, 8 books, right? Yeah, 8 books.
For this one, this
Murder
series?
Falcon. Murder Falcon.
Murder Falcon. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I would suggest don't read number 1 unless you have time to read the other 7.
Yeah, you'll do it all in one sitting.
Yeah, for sure.
At least you'll want to.
So what do you got going on for your next giveaway?
I have not a clue yet, my man.
Oh yeah, you just hit your
It kind of the last 25 subscribers came really, really fast. So this week, while I'm out and about on one of my off days, I'm going to try to put it together. I might just do like I did last time and use some books that I've kind of built up over the past little while that I don't plan on keeping in my collection and making some mystery boxes and including a decent book in them.
Yeah, for sure. I'm giving away Thor and then a custom Kid Rano prints stand for Thor too. I have 2 different versions. I think I have cover A and then cover, it's either C or D, and I'm going to give away one of those.
That's pretty cool. Those stands are awesome.
They really are.
I've got 3 of them up here myself.
Yeah.
And he's working on a new one too. He's redesigned one completely to hold slabs, like better or something that he was showing me.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. He puts a lot of time into his work, and it shows.
He really does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What have you? While I'm kind of bouncing around on it, what were your thoughts on issue 2 of Batman Catwoman?
Oh man, I was blown away. I was just flipping through it, and I had like just it open near me. Grab it. I was so impressed and just kind of in love with story number 1. I was, because I have like this really nice like comic book frame that like white walls it like 1 inch on the side with a
Mhm.
huge black frame. And I had that in there for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna send this off to CGC. I just like this cover so much. And then I bought just as cover A of number 2, which is perfect for me. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
those Clay Mann covers are awesome. Dude, his artwork is sharp. It's gorgeous.
Yes.
It reminds me of Jim Lee's style, but with those subtle differences that so it's not Jim Lee's,
Yes. So full spoilers, when we got to this part of the book, right here, I was literally just like, oh, like what the hell's gonna happen next? And then this might be one like my favorite illustration of any comic book in a very long time.
No, where
Like,
she's just already behind him.
yes, what is better than that, man? Like, and then like this is truly a black label. Like she gets the job done. This I've been so impressed with the storyline here. I've very much enjoyed it. I'm still interested to know kind of maybe what has happened to Bruce. Like, I don't want to guess too much. Like, is he really dead? Is he not? Like, what, where are they really going with this? And, why is Selena hunting the Joker? And, it's just a really great, interesting story.
There seems to be a lot of time gap between, like, we're kind of getting like it's almost like 3 layers of story here. You get the farthest point in the timeline where Selena is talking with the Joker, and they're literally elderly, and
yeah,
she showed up at his retirement home community trailer to tell him that she's going to kill him for his involvement in Bruce's death, basically. And it doesn't really specify how long ago it was, but we're kind of left to assume it has to be on the timeline in the middle where the Phantasm is back and murdering people.
right,
And then
right,
then it bounces back just a little bit from there, just to show you the dynamic of Catwoman and Bruce's relationship
right.
leading into those events. So I know a lot of people are getting like hung up on the bouncing around. It seems pretty straightforward to me. They're kind of breaking up those time errors with slight costume differences. It makes
Yes,
it a little bit easy.
yes. And I mean, obviously, we're going to get more and more answers and more questions throughout the story.
But
So,
I love that right in the beginning because
yes, I
they
literally,
kind of teased Phantasm at the in that
yep.
last one. You knew that Phantasm was coming. They just jump right in it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. It's great, man. It's just it's a good sexy book, man. Selena is just gorgeous in every freaking page. Um the Joker is equally as creepy, and they did a good job with the story. I'm very I really am. Did you get cover B of cover 2?
No, I just went with cover A. The only alternate covers I got were big time collectible exclusives.
Okay. I really should have
I
gotten
got
cover.
a big time collectible exclusive for number 1.
Mhm. Nice. Nice. Yeah, but no, I'm excited for this one. And then what's another big book coming out this month? The second Turtles book. I'm excited for
This
that.
one this came in the mail a couple of days ago. Haven't taken it out yet, but I got the trade dress exclusive for number 1 because I didn't want to fork out the extra dough the day that it went live. And then I found this one online, the minimal trade dress, and that's the big time collectibles
That's
John Jang exclusive.
that's beautiful. You want to
It's
get that
got
one,
this
right?
total Romeo and Juliet vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had the trade dress one, and I've seen where he was talking to just seeing where John remarks on these things and signs on them. It's kind of different based on the trade dress is down here on it. Then you have the minimal trade dress up here. So it just kind of opens up this darker spot in the corner with this minimal one.
Yeah.
And I don't think DC gets enough credit for how good these minimal trade dresses look.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would keep that there instead of, just, like a virgin cover. I actually don't mind
Mm-hmm.
the wording there. I think it's clean.
Like it's hard to see with the glare, but the Rorschach one I got with the minimal trade dress, and
You have a
it
really
looks good.
you have a really badass Transformers cover, don't you? Like 3 or 4 of them,
Yeah,
right?
there's all 4 of them right here.
Damn, those are clean.
Optimus, Megatron, Grimlock, and Soundwave.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been looking for those. Those are hard to find.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you after the stream.
Cool.
I'll
Cool.
send you right to them.
Let me see it. Let me see it. All right, what else are we talking about? You read Last Ronin, right?
Yeah, it was really cool.
I had to reread that one again because I like skimmed through it when it first came out, and then I reread it again, and I'm super excited to see where they go with that one.
I want to address this real quick because a lot of people feel this way. King was so bad on Batman, I will never give him another chance. No benefit of the doubt. Have you ever read him on anything other than Batman? Because he's written a lot of stuff. I've heard numerous complaints about Batman, that's got to be an easy character to let people down with.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't argue for the Batman thing, but he has tons of books that are coming out right now. Strange Adventures has been absolutely fire, like completely amazing. I started picking this up. Well, I put it on my pull list because it was Adam Strange, and it was a Black Label book, so I figured that has to be awesome. And then that's when I figured out it was King, and it's worked perfectly for that. I'll sing his Mr. Miracle praises forever because that book was awesome. And it's kind of a formula thing here. With Tom King, it's somebody who works very well within parameters. These are limited series, the Mr. Miracle, the Strange Adventures. If you didn't like him on Batman, you probably won't like him on Batman, but he's done other stuff that I think he's done very, very well at, and these stories that you'd regret not giving yourself a shot at just to see if you like him at least. And a lot of them you can probably get the first volumes of them because those are 12-issue maxi series, so they probably release them in like 2 volumes, like they did with Doomsday Clock.
I wonder what he doesn't necessarily like about him, about what he wrote. It'd be interesting to know. I don't know. I like, for me, like really thinking about King's. There was like 100 issues, right? He stopped at like 100.
It was a little bit before 100, like 92 or something like that is when Tynan took over.
I was impressed. I don't know. I liked different things that he did and didn't do, and I mean I didn't hate it by any means, but like issue 50, when they're supposed to get married, and he just f's him over, and just keep Batman. That's where I was kind of hooked. I was just like, that's a good writing. That's a good.
I've talked to numerous people that kind of said the same thing, where they enjoyed it up until a certain point.
Yeah.
But I haven't read all the King Batman stuff. I have a lot of it in trade paperback because I wasn't picking up Batman Monthly. I was like, for a lot of DC, I was just grabbing trades when they would come out.
Yeah.
And I'm way behind on a lot of those. There's like a gap between the stuff that I've read currently because I just started picking up individual stuff. I decided just to jump ahead.
Yeah.
So I didn't really read through the part that people are upset about.
I mean, I could see how the ending was a little bit funky. I think maybe around like the Bane fighting.
And that was like where Thomas just shoots him in the head, though, right? Doesn't Thomas just like shoot Bane in the head and kill Bane? Which I did read that. I thought that was like, we've seen Batman and Bane fight.
For some reason, I can't remember right now. I don't know why.
I'm fairly certain that's what happened because, again, I was bouncing around through a lot of it. But if that is correct, I thought that was such a cool way to go, was to let Thomas just shoot him and kill him, because we've seen Batman and Bane fight countless times, and the whole shock value of it, and that really just fits King's style.
Yeah, I know. I will say that I was a little bit pissed that they forced them to kill Alfred. That one, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but then again, I don't know. Was it really necessary? I don't know. So, yeah.
I can definitely see where he's coming from with these Too Soft and Born, because he does, like, again, with these are 12-issue maxi series, and he really takes them to their full 12 issues.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just all knock down, drag out fights. You're wet? Yeah. Well, go get a diaper. Or not a diaper, go get pull-ups. You know what to do. Yep, they're right there. Okay.
Let's see.
That's cool. Hydro Comic says, consider checking out my channel. Y'all would graciously appreciate it. Most definitely will.
Absolutely.
He just wanted to piss us off. He might have. I was pissed off with the last Batman run going into Future State. And I don't know why, because listening to a lot of people mention how Flash after Williamson's run was kind of just filler issue and wasn't making a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. I said, hey, I made the comment that's how most of the titles are going to be, just they're not going to start anything big or new before a new initiative. And then I got mad that Batman wasn't new, but they're carrying all that over after Future State. I wish they would have just blipped that out of existence. Whole Ghostmaker thing,
Yeah,
so stupid.
he can be awesome. I'm gonna give him a little bit more time. I'm not gonna be aggressive with it. I'm just gonna hope they do the right thing, hope they end it well, or
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to know where they're going to try to find his place. Like that's an odd character to kind of squeeze into the Bat family, and it's also an odd character to just leave in the weeds doing what he does.
Hmm.
I know that they have like an agreement to stay off each other's turf, but at this point, we're past that.
Right. So this week we got Batman 3, Flash 2, Harley 2, Superman of Metropolis 2, Swamp Thing 2, and Wonder Woman 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Looking forward to that one right there.
yeah, that's gonna be a good cover. That's a good cover too. Yeah.
That's really cool. That Peacekeeper one looks a little bulky. Let me ask you: do you think he could be Jason Todd?
Yeah. Yeah, he easily could be.
I was getting those kind of vibes from him because what book was it? Robin Eternal, when it started out, how they were just kind of going down the checklist. Or like, well, with Dick and Arkham Asylum yelling at the walls, and with Jason having turned on all of us, and we did see in the next Batman that little bonus story at the end where Jason and Deathstroke's daughter are hunting all the masks for the magistrate, but they didn't really specify what year that was in, if that was in real time with the next Batman, and
Right.
it did not show Peacekeeper One during all that either. So I wonder if he evolves into Peacekeeper One.
That's interesting, man. That's a really cool take on it. Not brainwashed, just Todd being him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little broken upstairs, anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, why not? That would bring some serious depth to the story. I mean, that would be awesome. I don't see why that couldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think um, yes, they've been absolutely garbage. I'm interested to see because they're officially retiring Wally West.
Still
Yeah,
on this.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
uh,
They're
that's
yeah.
are they officially retiring him, or is that just like the direction that they might be going with the story?
I don't know. I read like the first two lines of something I saw on Instagram, and I was like, I want to be surprised. And then
I posted an article
yeah,
about. Well, you also saw how, did you see how Death Metal 7 ended, like leading into all this, how you have like the heroes and the villains united on the watchtower because there's clearly going to be bigger issues than just like their normal disagreements, and they bring Wally in and they want him to be like the overwatch of this whole new society of heroes and villains trying to monitor this new omniverse.
so he
And I
would.
know, well, they're kind of putting him in the center of everything.
Hmm.
And I did see that article that they were talking about how like he's going to attempt the life of not being a hero or
Yeah,
whatever. But every superhero character has had that little Spider-Man No More
yeah,
story arc. You know what I mean?
yeah. You gotta write that in.
You can be like a relationship with Deathstroke, just less danger than being assassinated in between team ups.
Just call on him when they need him.
Mm-hmm. I need to read Dark Detective number 2 still. Yeah, Dark Detective number 2 is really cool. It filled in a lot of gaps, and
I got cover
there,
B on that one.
I've just been cover A across the board on all the future state stuff. I don't know why I like stuff to match.
That's okay. I get
Yeah,
that.
I did. I was going to pick up the Superman Worlds at War cover B, but
That one's a
all
sick
the
cover.
yes, it is. All the future state stuff is just selling out like crazy at all the shops here in town. Though
Yes.
I'm there when the shop opens every Tuesday. I'm the first one in the door, and I'm usually the only one there for a little while because it's a Tuesday morning.
Hmm.
And when I get there, the shelves are missing so much stuff for DC where people are adding stuff to their box after they've been ordered.
I
Wait
was
a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. I hope the Demon Etrigan comes back in DC. He could hold his own title, or even Etrigan and Lobo. Etrigan is one of my favorite characters. I've been picking up all of his, filling in the holes in his run. And that was one of the reasons that I love the Future State Justice League book so much, because the bonus story was Justice League Dark, and Etrigan was the coolest part. He's no longer bonded with Jason Blood. He's bonded with Detective Chimp, which that sounds weird, but some of the visuals and the art in it, just their whole relationship and everything. It is insane. And that whole story was wicked. I'm stoked to see more, and I'm stoked to see where they're going to go with that. And talking about John Jang earlier, I went and bought a second copy of Justice League Dark, the John Jang cover for issue 24, to send to him to get him to do an Etrigan on the cover of that for me.
Oh, nice.
It's such a cool character that he does not get enough attention.
I honestly.
Why aren't you in bed? You know how to do it?
I can.
Why can't you do it all of a sudden?
I have my own Bible.
We'll go change it.
I can't. There's no baby Bible in my bed.
Oh, mommy has them. Go get them from mommy. He's growing up so fast.
Yeah. That's great, man. Is he into comics yet a little bit?
He likes to just grab random ones for the pictures, which that's how I started,
Yeah.
And there's always like extra free comic book day stuff or stuff like that at the shop, and he always ends up grabbing something, if not just like a quarter machine toy. He changes it up. The Ranger Slayer free comic book days, he walked around with one of those for a long time, and now it's that Future State preview book.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time he sees it sitting around, he picks up and walks around with it. It's thrashed at this point, but I got a few of them.
Yeah. That's a good cover.
Mm-hmm.
You of course, you read Justice League Future State. That one wasn't bad.
Not at all. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The dynamic of the team was fantastic. How it was cool just seeing how they went to Batman to ask him, like, what do you think of this? He's like, I don't know. And then Green Lantern's like, I'm the detective.
Right.
Just the change in their little status on the team was really cool.
Yes.
And I like the writing.
Yeah,
the writing in it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool to see Aqua Girl. Yeah, like
Aqua Woman, if you ask her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and then Flash, and then like everybody like fighting and stuff. It was neat. It was cool. Yeah.
I like the dynamic that it took as well. Like they did that really cool splash page introducing you to all the characters, almost in the form of like cards.
Yes.
And then it flips over to the villains, and they're making their master plan. And then you turn the page, and then all of a sudden the Justice League is standing in the crime scene where all those villains are dead. Like you think this is about to go this classic way, and then they just flip it on its head. And I thought it was awesome when I think it was the Flash from the future that's on the team, when they said, hey, watch where you're stepping, and picks his feet up. He's like, oh my God, is this the Flood? And the whole room is covered in basically just a corpse from where the Flood was murdered.
Yes.
And that was really funny.
Yeah.
And that was another cool chance to kind of see Yara's development, because normally we have to like go month after month of picking up issues to see character development. With Future State, since a lot of these books are taking place on different time eras, you have the standalone Wonder Woman title that's right here. Then you have the Superman Wonder Woman title with Yara that's in the middle. Then you have Justice League that's after that. So if you read issue 1 of all three of those, the writers are doing it well enough that there's slight character change. And Superman from Metropolis, Jonathan Kent was very sloppy, like making quick decisions, not sure of himself, making poor decisions, putting Metropolis in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's definitely gets sharper and sharper as those title goes. And the dynamic of the two of them in Superman Wonder Woman is rocky at best, but they're like best friends in Justice League, kind of bucking on the rules and, like really leaning and depending on each other.
They're making it work. Yes.
That will be Tuesday, Steve. Oh, Hydra, Young Justice is fantastic. That was one of the best things that came out of the DC Universe streaming app, is them bringing that show back to life for 2 more seasons. That is such a good show.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's awesome. The animation's fantastic. It's like an ongoing storytelling. And if you're a Wally fan, it's almost a must. It'll actually make you cry in season 2. I'm stoked about Titan season 3 on HBO Max. I watched seasons 1 and 2. I don't know which ones HBO Max has yet, because I've had the DC Universe streaming service that like from beta point, like before it was live, they sent it out to a bunch of people who were pre-registered with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that after the first of the year, they just pulled all the video content off that, but it's all on HBO Max as far as I knew. But season 3, we're getting the Red Hood on there.
I haven't given the Titan show a shot yet. I don't know. I'm not
Dude,
sure.
I love it.
Is it good?
Yes. That's like the one show that like me and my wife, no matter what's going on in our lives, like Fridays are it. When that show was on,
Yeah.
Fridays are it. We had a what do you call it? We had something we had to do every Friday that would get us home at about 7:30 at night, and people would ask us to go out to dinner or this or that. I'm like, nope, 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 can't. It's Friday. They're like, well, that's what you do on Fridays. We're like, no, that's not what we do on Fridays.
Yeah. I feel like when I had first saw like their adaptation of casting, I was not impressed.
No, they play it well.
They
play it well. Yes.
Okay.
There's you can nitpick a couple of things on there, like Trigon shows up like in live action show, and they don't make him as tall as a mountain. Go figure.
Mhm.
But he looks perfect. He looks perfect. And Deathstroke was awesome. You get
That's true. Yeah.
like the time era that they picked. Do you remember when DC Rebirth happened and they did the book Titans with not Teen Titans, but let me see if it's right here. No, it's not. Yes, it is. This Titans. That series.
Yeah, I read number 1 of that.
Yeah, that's like what it feels like. It feels like the team is kind of grown up, disbanded, and you get Raven and Gar as the younger kids that they're not like officially the Titans. It's like they grew up as the Titans, and they're all kind of spread out and here and there, and they're coming back for different reasons and
what was
dealing with a lot of wreckage of the past.
What was Nightwing's like character at the very end of Titans 1? What
Titans 1? Well, he starts the show off as Robin.
Right.
And he plays as Robin for the first season. And then he's
for Future State, book 1.
Oh, that was Robin. You mean, did he have a different character name or something?
When he puts on the mask at the very end, is he still going by Nightwing? Of Titans 1.
Oh, and no, God, I forget what he called himself.
I can't remember.
I don't even know if he renamed himself or not. I know it wasn't Nightwing, and he had Dust. It's not Nightstroke because that sounds completely wrong.
I thought he was kind of becoming Deathstroke, like a version of it. Like that's kind of what I took from it, especially with like his costume. But the Red X is going to be. I'm very interested to see which way they go on it. Of who is Red X and stuff like that.
Red X was the guy behind Nightwing.
Yeah,
because Nightwing. I don't think he changed his name. He just put on his. He put on the different Nightwing outfit from like the Nightfall era from like the 90s, and then he just put on Slade's mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely should give Titans a try. The show.
I will. I actually just need to break down and get HBO. That's the only one I don't own.
Dude, I stay on HBO Max at this point. Like that. There's so much fun content on there. I've been binging Rick and Morty for the first time. Dude,
some episodes I can really get behind it, and then I love their one show. It's the same writers about the aliens. Polar Opposites, maybe, is that it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, well the same writers did another show, and it's like same type of stuff as Rick and Morty, and I was all about it. But just something about Rick and Morty, I just can't like fall in love with. I don't know what it is.
I love the science to it, like how it's so much science joke and humor, and the little nuances of it. It's really, really smart writing. I've never seen toilet humor done so highbrow.
Really?
It's awesome. I think the last time I enjoyed an animated adult show like this, it was the Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
And it was like a rip on Johnny Quest.
Yeah. Mine was Futurama.
I watched that when I was little.
Yeah.
Until I saw the episode with Fry's dog. I'm like, I'm done with this. This is too sad. I don't know if you remember that one.
I can't right now. I've seen all the episodes.
Long story short, like he has the opportunity to clone his dog from before he got frozen when you're still a pizza delivery boy, and it shows flashbacks of how it was just a stray dog in the alley, and he'd come in and out of the pizza shop, and he would throw him scraps, and he'd always be waiting on him, and he ends up not cloning him. He said the dog probably found someone else as soon as I left, anyways, and blah blah. Yes, dude. And then at the end of credits, the credits roll with the dog sitting outside waiting on him through rain, snow, sleet. And the dog just laid there and died from being sad, like total where the red fern grows moment. I'm like, this is insane.
Yes. Just a little fun fact. Futurama is the highest educated writing staff ever on any type of show. Like they held more degrees and more like experience than any writing show ever has.
That's pretty cool. If I
why.
had to guess what show that was, I would have to say The Simpsons because of how long it's been going on. At some point, they had to have come close to that
Yeah.
just on chance alone.
I don't know how that they've continuously.
I don't
I was never a Simpsons fan. I don't disrespect the show. I just never could get with it.
Yeah,
So,
when I grew up when I was little, I wasn't really allowed to watch it. It
yeah.
was looked at as like this kid's kind of a bad influence.
Yeah.
But then again, the person telling me that didn't watch it to know one way or the other.
Yeah.
So I went and watched South Park when no one was looking.
Of course. Got to watch some South Park, man.
Yeah, I picked up a couple of other books this week that didn't release this week.
Let me see them.
I got a Batman 184.
Okay, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, it's not. I like that it has the little phone on it.
Yeah, I love how bad the art is.
There's so much going on.
Yeah,
and this one, the concept is what's so bad. This one's Batman 188. Here comes the rubber-headed villain, the Eraser, who tried to rub out Batman. And it's literally erasing Batman and Robin.
I just got 138. I think it is.
I don't have one that early, but there's 194, and that's actually an amazing cover.
That was actually pretty good.
A blockbuster on it.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
And then I actually got a big boy book, Fantastic Four number 55, the fourth appearance of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I think that's on a top 10 list right now, isn't it?
Or no? I don't know. It's a low grade copy.
Is it?
But it doesn't matter. I paid $5 for it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good cover. I like that.
Go Collect had a 0.5 valued at $40, so I couldn't have gone wrong.
Silver Surfer is real hot right now.
Because of King in Black?
Yeah.
But some indie books, do you read We Only Find Them When They're Dead?
Of
this
course.
One wrapped up its first story arc. Have you read this issue yet?
Read number 5 yet.
Not going to spoil it for you then.
I'll text you tomorrow about it.
Got the spoiler cover variant for it. That was in my box. Not sure what it looks like. I haven't spoiled it.
Yeah, I love those covers, man. It's my favorite artwork. I've never read that series yet.
Something is Killing Children. It's fantastic. I started picking it up at issue 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Went and bought volume 1s and volume 2 of the trades and just read it all in like 2 nights. Now I'm loving it to death.
Maybe I can find it digital. I know the number 1's pretty pricey.
Yeah. I don't mind reading stuff in trades.
$300 or $400.
Especially being late to the game. I'm not about to pay that kind of money to pick something up. I'm just trying to read. Yeah. Department of Truth, issue number 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've been telling me to get that one. I need to just read it.
It is wicked. Twisted. Artwork will leave you cross-eyed at the end of it.
Gates is right or no?
No, that one is Tynan.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Then I picked up Joker Harley, Criminal Sanity from Black Label.
Yeah.
That's issue 7 out of 9. That's been really cool. It's like done like a true crime story. It's telling like the whole, Joker's killing people. Harley gets hired by the GCPD because she's a profiler in this, like a criminal psychology profiler.
Interesting.
And it's just retelling kind of the way that they came to be and the dynamic. And I don't know if she's going to descend into madness into this, or if this is going to be a story where she actually takes out the Joker because it's done like very real world style.
Yeah, like Damned. Yeah.
Dude, it's super cool.
I have Damned.
And then of course the other history of the DC universe.
I should have picked that up. I was thinking about it. They still have some copies at LCS, so I might do that because that's an interesting take. So
I was excited when they did this. I have the history of the DC universe, the 2 issues that they did in the 80s. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I wasn't going to miss this. It's Black Label. It's oversized, beautiful art. And it's really cool perspective that hasn't really been done before. Steve, you did not give that the old college try, and I don't blame you for dropping it based solely on the art and for the not leaving you happy, because there hasn't been a single issue that has left me happy. It's not meant to. It leaves me rattled.
I love that he said just hated it.
Yeah. What is going on, Specs Vision? How are you doing?
Hated it. No, I love find them. We only find them when they're dead, especially the covers. I mean, yeah, they should hire you, Steve. That's funny. What else have we not talked about that we were supposed to?
I don't know. We covered a bunch of the future state stuff. I went through those. This is turning into trash. I don't know if you read the Sean Murphy Batman stuff that he did, the White Knight and Curse of the White Knight.
I almost picked it up. A little bad of me, but I read the first couple pages because I was just curious, but then I put it down.
So this is like the third installment into that universe, the Sean Murphy universe. It has been fantastic. It has been original, self-contained, and Sean Murphy is not writing or illustrating this one. His wife, Katana Collins, is. And he supposedly has a hand in it, but it looks like he doesn't. Because the actual, like, the art is fine, the writing is fine, the script is no good. It is no good.
Interesting.
It's just not a good story. You know what I mean? Like on paper, how were they ever like, yeah, this is what we need?
This will work. I'm trying to think. This is
everything. Cates and Stegman are going after Venom. Me personally, just with how much he does throw offs on social media, how he said he's done with Venom after 300. I think that Eddie Brock is going to be done with the traditional Venom role. Like maybe he'll be taking over like the King in Black and the whole like Knowles position for in whatever capacity for whatever limited amount of time. Definitely not indefinitely, you know, but maybe just that's where that's going to lead with him having to sit in that throne for a while. And you know, he's still on Thor. Maybe he'll be working on that, whatever it might be called. You know, it might just be he's good at hyping things up that aren't exactly what they seem like, you know, and throwing people off.
Yeah, he keeps writing stories like Crossover. He's going to be just fine.
Yeah. And see, that's a good example because he hyped up issue 3 of Crossover, had Spawn on the cover, had a lot of people, based on what limited information we had and what he says, it looks like he's going this way, but they go this way, and we got Madman at the end of it, which I thought was even cooler. I hadn't seen him in a long time.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I picked this up a while ago, but I'm going to spend a lot of time and like patience cleaning this one up.
Oh, wow.
To have it at a 7.0. But I mean, man, I'm telling you, like one press after I'm done with it, it's going to be perfect. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time cleaning it. Like this book is so gorgeous.
What issue is that?
138. 138.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the second cover of Pied Piper.
I think that we might see the Venom symbiote actually die in this storyline instead of killing Eddie off or instead of killing Dylan or whatever. I think it might be a symbiote die.
That'd be cool.
Just for shock value.
Yeah.
Because there's so many more symbiotes out there. Venom's just a name. Of course, it's the name of his symbiote or whatever. They all have names now too, but you don't need.
I hope Venom dies down eventually because I really want that Venom number 3. I think cover B, the white one where he's the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vincent,
dude, just the way it goes, you know. Once Marvel's off to their next thing, you know, they're not going to be. It's not going to be Null and Venom forever. You know what I mean? Just like when the Infinity Gauntlet was done in the 80s, you know, they went on to the next big story arc, and then the next big story arc, and whatever the story they're telling at the time, that's what books are hot, and that's when you go buy the other stuff.
Yeah,
it's just the way it goes.
Thank you, Remy. I appreciate that. I'm a huge Flash fan and collector. Yeah, love me some Flash, man. Do you have cover B of Future State number 2?
Me?
Yeah.
No, that Flash one, dude, I loved it.
Yeah, I
loved it to death, and I had it in my hand. And that first week of Future State was a heavy week because you had Death Metal End, which I picked up 2 covers of all of those because I got the foil ones I just kept put up, and I always got a second copy that I use as my reader copy. And I normally don't ever do that, but there were so many cool covers, and
it really was. I got that orange cover where like the Joker looks like the devil, and I had to pick that one up.
Yeah, I got the one with the yellow background where he's bent over like backwards, and the Darkest Night is coming out of him.
I don't know if I saw that one.
It was wicked.
I probably did.
It almost looks silhouetted, just like a yellow background, and his back is bent and broken backwards, and the blackest night or darkest night's coming out of him.
I love the darkness of the metal series. Like Robin, King Robin, like that character was so wicked, man.
He was insane. And
Such
I
a
don't know if you remember his one shot that they did. The
oh yeah,
Dark Knight set, that it had that weird cartoony, gritty artwork in it.
mind it. I didn't mind it.
No, I didn't either. That's the same artist that did Legion of Superheroes this week with Brian Michael Bendis.
Interesting.
Which those are very, very odd looking characters, and it worked good in that title as well.
Yeah.
I agree with this. I can see them trying to do that. And if only we had cosmic movies lined up where they could start working on that. Eternals.
Null's been a pretty cool character.
Between Eternals and the Guardians, they could find ways to pull them in. And you got Thor now with the Guardians,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be. Have you been watching WandaVision?
Yeah.
I need to watch that. I'm probably gonna start it tonight.
You haven't seen any of them?
Mm-mm.
Well, this is perfect. This is the perfect time to start because the first 3 issues, if you have, all right, I don't want to get attacked here, but I didn't enjoy the first 2 episodes. They were not bad. They were fun. I grew up watching all those older shows like that. I still watch them because my mom hangs out with me a lot, and she likes those shows like Andy Griffith and Bewitched and Leave It to Beaver and all that. So I enjoyed the play on those shows, but that's not why I'm watching this show.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some actual MCU content, some story content. And I went into WandaVision with enough knowledge of what's going on and what situation we're in that I was ready to get the ball rolling. Well, the ball gets rolling in episode 4. So you got the green light to watch it without being upset. They're short episodes, like 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
And then they have they're 20-minute long episodes, and I think they have 37-minute long credits at the end. It's ridiculously long credits.
Seriously?
No, they're actually 10-minute credits at the end.
I was about to say, damn, 30. Holy crap. I would be pissed if I had to sit there and watch. I don't know why I would, but golly, man. No, I'm gonna watch that for sure.
At this point, that is definitely true. Yeah. If you back up 10, 12 years ago, that is not true. And Bendis is another good example of people like Frank Miller and other people that have kind of just written past their prime. And I was talking about this on another channel, and I don't know what happens to these people. They get to a certain age. I don't know if they have grandkids all of a sudden. Their perspective on life looks different now, and their primary concerns are different. The way they see the world's different, and it reflects in their stories. They're not as relevant anymore, and they don't speak to the readers of those books as much. They slowly get a gap between the readers and themselves. So there's nothing. I have nothing against Bendis whatsoever. I just don't necessarily care for everything he does anymore, like Frank Miller. Yeah, episode 4 was fantastic. And Specs, you were really, really close and very, very right on a few of your predictions after those first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it up. That way we can maybe talk about it next Sunday. I always enjoy coming on the show. I was always sad I never won that Flash book you were giving away at the very beginning.
Oh, the Peach Momoko one?
I was like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, that was the speed. I've done giving away 2 speed medals now. I gave away the Peach Momoko one early on, and then my last giveaway, I gave away the cover A because I had gotten it for free. Frankie's Comics threw it in with a book that I had ordered.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't remember what books I ordered from. Oh, I ordered the Robin King covers. They throw free books in people's orders a lot. It's really nice of them.
That is really awesome.
I didn't know Bendis wasn't exclusive, but I'm not expecting anything impressive from Bendis anywhere anymore. He kind of owned and ruled the Marvel Ultimate Universe when it was rocking and rolling, but that was it. That was pretty much where he left his talent. Bendis was horrible on Superman. Toward the end, it kind of definitely picked up, and he put a nice bow on the Superman series going into Future State. I can't say that he didn't do a good job at the end there. The Sinmar story was really good, and Ivan Reyes on the arts. It doesn't. I mean, that gives the writer some slack when you have Ivan Reyes on the art, when it's just so beautiful and so well done that you almost even need dialogue. Like, it's just, that dude knows how to draw a comic.
Oh, no, I have cover A, but I appreciate that. I didn't love the cover B. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know.
No, he's saying the Peach book, the one that I was giving away.
Yeah. I think I have cover A. I don't remember what cover I have. I own it. I'll think about that Titans book, Steve. That's a little bit more money than I wanted to spend. You have it at a good price shipped, but I'm just being cheap.
Damn.
Where's
Chef Bruo is not happy with King put him in the same boat as Bendis. Yeah, I can understand disliking writers, but I definitely see them in two different categories. King is writing good stories that just aren't the style for everyone. Bendis just isn't necessarily writing good stories anymore.
is he? Where's he at now?
Who, Bendis?
Yeah,
He's on Legion of Superheroes, and then after Future State, I know he's going to be doing Justice League.
Justice League. Yeah,
Maybe he's going to do better with a collaborative group of characters. I know that Legion of Superheroes wasn't very good, and they're for different reasons. I just wasn't too. It wasn't necessarily a book that I would have enjoyed no matter who was writing it, but it was kind of all over the place. There's just way too much going on with that many characters, having them all spread out and trying to come together in one single book. It was choppy.
yeah. I'm interested because I did see a couple of the future covers after Future State. I'm interested to see what we're in for. Some of the artwork and like how they detail the covers. It's some of the books are really really awesome. So I'm excited to see what goes down after this.
The restructuring is going to be cool as well because they're kind of going to be leaning into less ongoing titles of their own. They're going to have a couple of big books that have those bonus stories in the back.
Yeah,
And they're going to be doing more short stories like how the Black Label stuff is. Like I know that right out the gate, Tynan has a Joker book. There's going to be a book called Superman Red and Blue. Bermejo's being moved over to Superman to do covers over there, where he's been doing covers for Detective Comics for a while. So there's a lot of really cool change up I'm excited about because I pick up Superman and I love Bermejo and I'm normally a cover A guy across the board because I don't like paying that extra $1 for something I'm buying every single month.
yeah. I mean, I don't. They did. I didn't expect such a huge price jump. Like I agree with you. I didn't expect a huge price like skyrocketing on these covers. Like I mean, there's Batman covers that are like almost $6 or $7.99.
They are $7.99 for their top tier books. Superman with Clark. I think Immortal Wonder Woman was a $5.99, but the next Batman is $7.99. But there's 68 pages, so that's the defense of it. But the next Batman issue 2, the backup stories were hot garbage, both of them. And that was the first time I saw like the backup stories just absolutely being trashed. So I didn't mind them giving me stories I'm not asking for because they're just expanding on the story that I did ask for. It's not like I asked for Batman and they gave me a backup story of Aqualad. You know what I mean? It's more Batman content. Yeah. But it was
Batman and Superman was good. I'm excited for that second book.
Yeah. But the Nightwing book, Spec says he enjoyed that one. That one was really, really cool. Dick Grayson is outside of his mind right now.
Yeah, and they're like he's hiding in Arkham. Like that's so yeah.
I think he's about to Home Alone him. Like I think he's been held up there, and obviously he's got that place set to his likings because
for sure. Yeah.
Tim didn't get in there without him knowing, and he took him apart politely, and then he just calls all the police there to him. So I think he's about to Home Alone him.
He's definitely about to Home Alone him. That's a good example. That's gonna be good. Yeah.
Are you talking about Nonstop Spider-Man, the upcoming Spider-Man book?
I was supposed to come out in June.
Or the upcoming Spider-Man book, the one with the new weird blue and white costume? You gotta let us know. Nonstop Spider-Man. I think that's going to be potentially fun. I don't think it's going to be anything special or important. From what I know about it, it's just literally just supposed to be an action book, like a couple of issues of just whatever the storyline's going on. It's just called Nonstop Spider-Man because he's about to be nonstop for a few issues. So I think that'll be fun.
Yeah. I'll get cover one.
I've heard a lot of flack coming from the Amazing Spider-Man run for a while now through the Last Remain storyline and everything, where a lot of people are not enjoying it. So hopefully that this will be something nice and fresh, just to get off that main title and cleanse your palate before they maybe move Donny Cates over to Spider-Man. I don't know. Who knows?
That'd be good.
That would be cool.
Cates is on his game right now.
I mean, I haven't heard they're going to do that, but it'd be good to do something nice and fresh and cleanse people's palates before you shift over to something new, which that's what Future State is in essence as well.
Yeah.
Nightwing was the best Future State book. That's a bold statement. It was definitely up there. There's so many good ones. It's really hard to pinpoint an actual best one.
Just depends on who your favorite character is, really. I mean,
yeah.
I could see why you would say that, yes.
Yeah, I guess why Steve would say that for sure.
Yeah. After reading Titans and Catwoman and Superman and Batman and Superman, those were great. So
yeah, I think that's what I had gotten from the details of Nonstop Spider-Man.
Just a quick little story to throw in there.
Yeah, I didn't hear that it was an ongoing title. I didn't hear that it was a limited title, but just from the description I heard of it, with it being called Nonstop Spider-Man, because it's going to be him just nonstop through the story that they're presenting to you. I had assumed that could only kind of be done in a limited fashion.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my God, Spencer is as bad as King. He's killing ASM. Now, like I said, I heard that from a lot of people. I've not heard anybody talk great things about Spider-Man recently.
I hadn't read it. I don't think I own a couple Spider books, but not much. Not much. I'm probably gonna
sounds like he Todd McFarlane it. You open a Spencer ASM book and the pages are half speech bubbles with paragraphs and paragraphs. You can take an old Spawn book, and I guarantee you, take any old Spawn book that McFarlane wrote, and you'll find 2 or 3 pages where you'll just get like a 1-page splash that's all dialogue down it, like in a weird shaped speech bubble. That's one of his early tropes.
You doing an hour or 2 hours tonight?
I was just kind of rolling, no specific time. I'm probably about to start wrapping it up here soon. I'm feeling a little beat. I'm just kind of just rolling with the comments, seeing where they take us at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Let's see, Batman, Wally, Nightwing, and Shazam were my top 4.
Shazam was really the only one I forgot to read. I've read pretty much, I think, everything besides the Immortal Wonder Woman. I think that's the only one I didn't read. I need to read that one.
You're right about Todd. I remember that. Yeah, Spawn was huge when I was a kid because, I grew up going to comic book stores with my dad and everything. So I remember being little when the Image took off and all the toys for Spawn started coming out real quick and everything. And it didn't take long for HBO to have the animated TV show for Spawn.
Yeah.
And I tried reading some Spawn books because aesthetically it was one of the coolest things you could see as a kid, because you see these classic comic books and it wasn't necessarily all in the character design, but the paper. Yeah. When you go in the comic store and you're so used to what that wall looks like with all these books, but then all of a sudden you see these gloss finished books with these brand new characters with these bright reds and these ooze green colors on them and stuff, and all these people with these robotic Cyber Force characters and everything. And it just, as a kid, it just sucked me right in. And then knowing this character's from hell and everything, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds cool.
If we had I don't know if I'd want a movie or maybe a 10 to 15 episodes, but a rated R Spawn show, that would do so well. I
think that Todd's been working on it.
Yeah. I saw something about that. So, if they do it right, absolutely. We're finally getting a dark Batman after so long with Pattinson.
Yeah.
And, you saw how good that trailer was.
It looks awesome.
So
look at that. I just like Spawn because I have bad memories of him because my stepbrother brought home the Spawn movie and it scared the crap out of me. I still hate scary movies. You are definitely I gotta feel happy kind of guy.
Yeah.
When that movie came out, I rushed to see it. I was so excited because at my age, when they released it with a PG-13 rating, like green light, I'm in.
Yeah.
I did. We just gotta go talk to Dad. Mom can't be a part of this decision.
Right.
She was I wasn't allowed to see Jurassic Park because I was under 13 and it was PG-13. She was one of those people, if it says 13, you have to be 13 to see it. I'm like, that's not how that works, Mom. That's more of a suggestion. But
parental advisory.
Yeah.
That's great, man. That makes me
So
happy.
for next week, you're picking up all the future state stuff then?
Yeah, I think the only thing I won't pick up is, and no offense, is just Swamp Thing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take that as an offense. But Swamp Thing was fantastic. It's definitely one of my top books that I've read so far. And again, it's hard to compare that to any other book. It takes place in the year 4500, stands on its own, not connected with any other ones. It had an awesome, awesome JSA twist in the end of the first issue.
Yeah,
Rom V is writing it, the same guy who wrote Catwoman and Justice League. If that gives you any kind of confidence in that writer itself,
it does.
it's definitely its own thing. It plays heavily into the style and the tone of the 1980s Alan Moore run with the way that Swamp Thing carries himself and inner dialogues and everything. So if you like a deep character kind of study, that's what Swamp Thing, what made him so famous with Alan Moore's run. They kind of lean into that a little bit. So
Yeah.
it was definitely enjoyable. I highly recommend it.
I mean, hey, I was totally I was easing into Catwoman with not high expectations.
Yeah, it blew me away, right?
I was like, holy crap, like this is a good book.
Yeah. To bring Cheshire back and don't just leave her in that little cameo in the beginning before she jumped on the train when she was talking to Cheshire about the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's no joke. Cheshire's cool. Again, if you haven't seen Young Justice on the animated ongoing TV show, the DC animated TV show, check it out. She's a big deal in that.
Okay.
Animated adult Swamp Thing series. You remember in the late 90s, mid 90s, the animated Swamp Thing cartoon? It was fun. There was a lot of Swamp Thing in the 90s. You had a live action TV show, an animated TV show, all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. It's 10:15 where I'm at here. I do appreciate you coming. Thank you, everybody who hit the chat. And I do want to say, if y'all haven't already, check out my new comic book day video that I post every Saturday. It shows you what all is coming out, and it also I started a new thing where I'm collabing with the Comic Vet up in Canada. So I do my new comic book day every video. I drop it on Saturdays, and then Chris, I send him a video, and over on his channel, it drops every Sunday what our top picks are going to be. So that's his little logo, the Comic Vet. Go give him a subscribe. That first video went up today. Yeah, that first video went up about our top picks, and go give him some support and show him some love. Give him subscribe, drop a comment on there. We are Legion, so he knows that it's working. But he's a great guy. So yeah, everybody, thank y'all so much. And you want to give everyone a heads up what you got going on, Justin?
Yeah, man. As always, I appreciate you having me on. Of course, this is very, very relaxing and enjoyable just to be able to talk with somebody and that loves the culture of what we do, because it really does. It's exhausting at times, so it's hard to stick to it at times. So, but no, man, yeah, I'm just focusing on my channel, looking to grow. Just having fun with it. No pressure, no nothing. I am giving away Thor #1 and a custom Thor stand by Kid Rano Prince. Everything's 100% free shipped. I should be about 60 subs away to hit 200. So if you like my content, stop on by.
Definitely go give him a subscribe as well, you guys. He told me he just got done filming some videos here recently, so he's got content coming out the pipe soon here.
Yes.
And he'll be getting to that 200 subscriber point before you know it. You don't want to sleep on that and miss out on that giveaway. Those stands are amazing that Kid Rano Print makes. They're really cool, 3D printed, customized, weighted in the bottom, hold raw books, top loaders, and slabs. And yeah, let me see if I can do this real quick. I hate opening tabs when I'm on StreamYard. I never know if it makes me go away or not.
No, you're still there. You're good.
Okay, awesome.
You're good.
Copy. Paste. Oh, there's a link going into the description for Justin's channel.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by too. That's really awesome. These are always really fun to just hang out and just see what's up and just talk about comic books, man. It's such an easy, lighthearted hobby, and I feel like it gets overlooked as you get older, and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. And also, if you guys haven't already, I'm putting the link to the Comic Vets channel in the chat. Go give him a subscribe as well. Again, look for that Hot Picks video, and drop a comment in there. We are Legion, so he knows that I'm doing my part.
Pretty sure I'm subbed to him too. That's
Yeah,
when you
he's
me, right?
yeah, he's a really good guy. Yeah, he does he shoots a lot of videos from his car and everything, and he keeps up with he does like his new comic book day video, does like a haul video, every week, and then he does random stuff throughout the week. He just did a giveaway video, his 100 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
And he keeps up on a couple of spec books. He's a big Spider-Man guy.
Yeah.
And he was keeping up with those ASM 55 cover and kind of called it when that one came out, that they're about to start pumping these out in every form and fashion.
Yeah.
Now you got like the Carnage one. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's black with like the web on it. It's just like a profile of Spider-Man made out of web.
Yes. I know that book. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now they got a second print coming out this coming week. They did a Carnage, Black, White, and Blood like that. They did a Venom. They've done all kinds of indie titles. Have done homage covers. Like there's a Yoda one now. So we run his team everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
The Yoda one looks super cool. What is going on in the Comics Lounge? How are you tonight? Be sure to hit these links in the chat and sub these guys up.
I love his Michael Scott comment. That's a goal. Yeah. I love The Office. That's
same here, dude. Dude, wait till you watch that Hot Picks video on the Comic Vet. Like when I'm talking, he's doing some of the animations and stuff.
Yeah.
I call a Michael Scott gif on it.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love that show. Talk about some of the like the way that they ended that show.
Yeah.
Tears, man. Tears.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It was great.
That show will get you through anything you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate everyone dropping in, but we are signing off. So until next time, I'm Mark. He's Justin, but we are Legion.